Hello, everyone. It's time for Van Chicagoland Stories, a podcast. I'm your host, Pete Costanis. This is episode 398, season 16. Today's date is December 29th, 2024, and welcome to the show. On today's program, I'm going to talk about the Dynamints candy. They were made by Dentyne. I used to consume these when I was a teenager in the late 70s and early 90s. So I'll talk about my memories of those. Also, I will read off a menu from a restaurant called the Pie Pan Drive-In, and that was located on the northwest side of Chicago. So, so I will read off a menu, and it should be an interesting show. But first, the program will go into a commercial break. And this program is brought to you by Mop and Glow floor cleaner. I remember this. Here's a commercial. It's one of the earliest from 1973. So sit back and relax, and I'll be right back with the show, folks. Thank you.
Betty and Sue are very much alike, except when it comes to taking care of their floors. Betty still gets down on her hands and knees, scrubbing and waxing. It's hard work. But Sue takes care of her floors the easy way.
Instead of a liquid cleaner and water, I use Mop and Glow. It cleans and shines. I just squeeze it out, go over it with a damp mop, and the floor is beautiful. Mop and Glow. It cleans and shines every time you damp mop. Why would anyone use anything else?
Okay, everyone, I am back. I hope you enjoyed the commercial for Mop and Glow. This was a good product. I remember those floor cleaners from the commercials from the 60s, 70s, 80s, until today. I remember Future. What's another one? Clear. Starts with a K. That's an old one. A Step Saver. I remember that. Spick and Span. Still around. Yeah. So, as for Mop and Glow, it's still there. Yeah, you can buy it at Walmart or any Target or any store. It's still there. I hope it's a good cleaner. We'll see. Sometimes when I mop the floor or my mom does, I help her out. We use Mr. Clean, and that's pretty good. That's good stuff. Okay. At the beginning of the program, I mentioned I'm going to talk about the Dynamints Candy from Dentyne. My memories of consuming those from the late 70s and early 80s, not 90s, no. And also I'll read off a menu from the Pie Pan Drive-In restaurant that was located on the northwest side of Chicago. Before I get started, I'll mention one thing. I'll give you a status of my health. Everything's fine. I'm a little tired still, but I'm a little better. I developed a rash right around the left side of my chest, so I put some lotion or something to do that. I don't want to say this, but it's kind of personal, but I've resumed wearing my diaper. I wore that when I was in recovery, with the surgery and the catheter and all that. But, somehow the chemotherapy affects that. And I've been wearing it for the past few days. So I'm back to that. But it protects you because the funny thing, I'm sure a lot of cancer patients would, especially men, if you laugh too much or you cough very hard, you will leak. That's how it is. Because my brothers are here and they laugh. They say the dumbest stuff to make me laugh, and then I can't stop laughing, and then I make a mess. So I got to protect myself. I tell them to knock it off, but they won't do it. So, but it's good to laugh. Releases tension and makes you happy, and it does. Yeah. So I've always said this. Be surrounded by people you like and love. I love my family. Also friends. If a friend invites you to lunch, accept the offer. Or someone you never met, but you do trust, online. Just be careful. Go out to lunch. And if you have a common interest with them, if they're prostate cancer survivors, do that. Or anyone, you strike up a friendship, through Facebook. I have many. So that's nice. It's wonderful. And I still go out with my friends from time to time. We go out to dinner. Next one is probably after the new year. I don't know what date, probably the end of the month. I hope I'm feeling better, Ben, because chemotherapy starts again January 14th, and I go see the doctor. Oh, I heard the second one and the third one is rough. So I'm praying that it's going to be okay. So far, the first one's not bad. It's all right. I still have my hair, and but I get fatigued a lot, so I have to lie down. It's like it's so heavy when I walk around. So when I lie down, it's like, ooh, that's good. But then I sleep well, so that's the main thing. Okay, right now I'm going to talk about Dynamints. Now I remember this product very well. I'm sure a lot of people have. Also, growing up in the late 70s and early 80s. Seemed like a competition between breath mints and gum. Like, for example, gum, there was Bubble Yum, there was Bubblicious, there was Hubba Bubba, wonderful gum they had. Earlier was Beech Nut, but that was a little before my time. But I did have that, and I remember I used to make these necklaces, like a wristband with the gum wrappers. I saw this on Zoom. I think on Zoom I saw this. Remember the TV show? Zoom. I did. I learned that, and I think I saw this from a girl that was in my class at Correas in elementary school, and she did that. And I asked her, "How do you do that?" And she showed me. It was fun. You fold it and like that. Anyway, breath mints, there were a lot of them at the time. There was, of course, it was Dynamints. There was Clorets. There was Certs. There was Breath Savers came later. I think, what's the other one? Velaments. Remember that? Yeah, they were good. And what's interesting about Velaments, they had no sugar. But they tasted good. They really did. I remember the commercial with Kathy Lee Crosby, if you remember her from That's Incredible, and she's riding her horse on a beach or something like that. You have to find the commercials on YouTube. And I don't think Velaments are made anymore. No, I don't think so. Maybe in Europe, possibly. I don't know. As for Dynamints, I remember the commercials very well. I used to watch the commercials probably in the afternoon, on Channel 32 or Channel 9. But I think it was Saturday morning. Do you remember where American Bandstand was on? It was on Channel 7 WLS, 11:30 in the morning. And he used to advertise a lot of candy and acne medicine and all kinds of stuff like that. So Dynamints came in a lot of flavors. One is the cinnamon one, which is the same as the gum. Okay, and another gum was Trident, and it was Freshen Up. Do you remember that? Yeah, I remember those. Okay. And Chiclets. Love Chiclets. I talked about Chiclets in a previous podcast episode. Anyway, so Dynamints, excuse me, came in all kinds of flavors, and I mentioned that it came in cinnamon. That was the regular flavor. Also, they introduced fruit flavor. So they had orange, cherry, and grape. But, the thing is, it was not multicolored. It was like orange, which I didn't get it. They should have done that and mix it all up. So other flavors they had was lemon lime. There was spearmint and peppermint. Something? I tried all of them. Most of them, I'm not a big peppermint fan. I don't know what it is. It's okay. But But I love spearmint. I like spearmint gum. I like spearmint anything like that. So, and the fruit flavor was fine. The lemon lime was fine, and all that. And so they lasted quite a while. And then I guess they had fierce competition, and then it got phased out. And I think right now they got Dentyne. I don't know if Dentyne makes mints anymore. I know they have Dentyne Ice. Remember that? It's from the 90s, I think. Something like that. Anyway, so let's see. If they use those on the other flavors, which I like. Probably not. No, I think I mentioned those already. So, when I was in high school, when you're just an average typical teenager will go to the drugstore or White Hen or 7-Eleven, like I did. And also drugstores, like, for example, there was Edwards Drugstore at West 79th Street right near Bogan High School. And there was also Crestline Pharmacy right across the street from the school. It's like diagonally where there was a plaza there. There used to be currency exchange, and so Barnaby's Pizza. Then it would turn into Sorrento's. Oh, I miss Barnaby's so much. I know they're still around. They're up in North, but I wish I can go back. The pizza was good. Anyway, so you would go there and buy some candy or gum or a candy bar like that. And, I'd like to try new things. I still do. I try new candy. Sometimes I don't go back to it. I tried it once and then that was it. Then I would continue buying that. Also, kids, they got away with murder back then. They bought cigarettes. Underage smoking. Some places sold to kids. A couple places like that. And there were others, they refused. That's happened to me and a lot of kids because I used to smoke. So I got into that. It was a dumb thing to do, but, So today, I don't think you would. I think you have to be over 21 or 18. I forgot because I haven't bought a pack of cigarettes in years. So it's changed a lot. And so it's behind the counter. It's not like you walk in and buy a carton and just and take it to the counter and they ring it up for you. No. So those are my fond memories of buying candy and also with Dynamints, And they had some cool commercials on TV, and I'm going to play one right now. Okay, so let me see. Let me check the year of this. This was about, probably late 70s, mid-late 70s, I would think. Yeah. So if you want to watch them, they're on YouTube. Just do a search. Type in Dynamints Candy, or, you'll find them. Or Dynamints Dentyne. Okay. All right. So right now I'm going to play the commercial for Dynamints from Dentyne. And I remember this commercial very well. So sit back and relax and enjoy it. And I'll be right back with the reading of the Pie Pan Drive-In restaurant that was located in Northwest side of Chicago. All right. So I'll be right back, folks. Thank you.
Hey, Bert, hold on tight. Now shake up your mouth.
In the middle of the bay?
Try Dentyne Dynamints, Billy. The smaller they get, the stronger they get. They're a blast. I mean, last.
Wow! The flavor keeps building till your whole mouth feels clean and refreshed. Hey, Meg, let me shake up your mouth. Whoa!
Dentyne Dynamints. The smaller they get, the stronger they get. And now new assorted fruit flavors, orange, cherry, and grape.
Okay, everyone, I'm back. I hope you enjoyed the commercial for Dynamints from Dentyne. You heard that shaking because it's when you put one or two in your mouth, there's this burst of flavor, and you can't control it. Oh, that may be true today also. So that was fun. Yeah, so I found some interesting pictures about Dynamints where they had displays of them, and also advertisements like that. And if you were walking down the street or you happen to talk to someone and you mention Dynamints, they'll give you, what's that? They won't know, especially young people. What a life. Okay, right now I'm going to talk about the Pie Pan restaurant. It was a drive-in restaurant. It was located on the northwest side of Chicago. It was in is it the Saugatuck neighborhood or the Edbrook neighborhood? Edgebrook, I think. Not Edbrook. Edbrook was a street in Roseland. That was like a block east of Michigan where I used to live. So I think it was Edgebrook. It could be. I have to look it up. Anyway, I have the address of the place. They used to be on 5950 North Cicero Avenue. And I don't know when it opened, but I know when it closed. And it closed 1974. So it was 50 years ago that the place was shut down. I don't know. According to some information, the property was acquired. And they built a new office building there. I don't know if it's still there. Probably. I don't know. I've been to that area a long time ago, and I never gave a second look. That was Pie Pan. I don't know. But I think that place was there in the 50s and the 60s, at least, early 70s. According to some people, they said they had wonderful food, which is, I missed that golden opportunity to dine in, because I like to go to a place, out besides home, to sample wonderful, delicious food, but it's hard like that. There are not that many places that could do that. Some are great, some are average, some are adequate, others are blah. So you don't want to do that. All right, so right now I'm going to read the menu of this place. So here we go. I'll be right with you. Edit this. Okay. Just a moment, please. I'm having a little trouble. I'm using my laptop today, not my regular iMac. I'm talking in a room. Okay, so here we go. It was a 2-page menu. This must be from it's got to be the late 50s or early 60s. So I'm going to read off the menu. It's very short. So here we go. Let's see what they got. Stuff and things, and that was in quotes like that. They had a pure beef burger deluxe. It was all beef. You can have any toppings you want, any trimmings. That cost 35 cents back then. If it was a cheeseburger deluxe, that's 10 cents more, 45. And there was a French fried potatoes. So it was 20 cents. Tenderized, not tenderloin, excuse me. Tenderized steak sandwich with lettuce and tomato, 65 cents. And a bowl of chili, any way you want it. You can have it plain, you can have it with cheese, I like it plain because I don't like the peppers and tomatoes in it. That's how I am. Just ask my family. Also, they had soup, probably soup du jour, whatever soup was available. And also, they had baked beans. That was one of their specialties, cost 35 cents, or you can take home a crock of it. I don't know exactly what the crock was. I have no idea. Also, they had barbecue beef, T-bone steak. T-bone steak costs $1. Wow. That's something. French fried jumbo shrimps. I'm not a big shrimp fan. I like jumbo shrimp, but not little ones. Not like that. They also serve waffles with log cabin syrup. Cost 35 cents. They also had hot dogs, any way you want them. Maybe if you ordered ketchup back then, they wouldn't have a big cow about that. Anyway, they had lettuce tomato sandwich. I don't know. Maybe that's bacon. Maybe it's a typo. I don't know. I guess. Grilled ham sandwich. Grilled cheese sandwich. Also, egg sandwich and ham and egg sandwich. Oh, okay. I think it maybe the egg is a fried egg or a poached egg. You know, people like that. No, I like egg salad. I do. Okay, and some. Let's see. They had cream cheese cake. They had pies. Let's see what kind of pies they had. Here we go. Yeah, let's see. Let me get. There we go. Pies. Yeah, they had. It was baked every 3 hours, and they were large. So maybe that's what their specialty was. It was pies, pre pop and fresh, or bake it square. So they had apple, cherry, peach, blueberry, pineapple, pumpkin, or mince pie. Ugh, not a mince pie fan. They also had whipped cream or southern pecan pie or fresh strawberry pie. That's probably where their specialty was. And also pie a la mode. If you want ice cream, that's 10 cents extra. Like that. Okay. Next up, they had from their fountain, the soda fountain. Ooh, that's my favorite. This is what they had. So they had sodas, any flavor you like, chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, or, I don't know, pineapple, whatever you like. They had a called Boston Sodas Deluxe, topped with whipped cream and pecans. The sodas cost 25 cents, and that one was like a nickel extra. It was 30 cents. Then they had milkshakes, all flavors, probably chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, maybe jamocha, or, well, probably not. Probably pineapple. And if you want fresh fruit in your milkshake, that 10 cents extra. That sounds good. Also, they had malted milks. That sounds good. They were all 30 cents. Chocolate sundae, 30 cents. Marshmallow sundae, 35. Chocolate marshmallow, 40. Butterscotch sundae, 35. Pineapple sundae, 35. And strawberry sundae, 35. And also hot fudge, 40 cents. So the chocolate marshmallow and the hot fudge sundae, that's the highest price over there. But they had banana splits, which I love. And that cost 50 cents. So that sounds delicious. It really does. Then they had the super duper, probably Sundays or whatever it is. So it's like fresh strawberry pecan, 55 cents. Chocolate Nabisco pecan, that was 50 cents. Hot fudge pecan, 50 cents. Butterscotch pecan, 50 cents. Yeah, their specialty is pecans. Strawberry, pineapple, or hot fudge banana split, 60. So I don't know if these were the banana splits or it's just a soda. They didn't specify really. Maybe it was that. Also, the last item of that was the pie pan zombie, only one to a customer. So it was made on an 8-inch pie pan. It reminds me of the trough from Farrell's ice cream parlor, like that. So that's probably. I would eat that when I was younger. I don't know about today, but this sounded very interesting. Also, they had frosted malts. You can eat them there or take them out. They had a large cone, 15 cents. Half pint, 25 cents. Pint, 40 cents. Quart, 75. Ice cream cones, double dip, 15 cents. Okay. And less beverages. They had coffee. If you want it costs 10 cents. If you want a second cup, it costs a nickel. Whatever happened to free refills? They had milk, chocolate milk, tea, Coca-Cola, root beer. No root beer froze. Yeah. Orange juice, 15 cents. They had that. Hot tea, Coca-Cola, and root beer were 10 cents. Chocolate milk was 15 cents. And last, hot chocolate topped with whipped cream. Oh, that sounds good. And on the bottom of the menu, this is what it says. And it says, happy birthday. If this is your birthday, we have a treat for you. Prove it by your driver's license, army discharge, or birth certificate. A special sundae made just for you with candles on it, and it's on the house. Free of charge for nothing because we wish you well that day. Isn't that nice? I would love that. Oh, that sounds awesome. That sounds good. Like that. Okay. So this sounds like a real great place. Excuse me, and it's awesome. But I wish it would come back. And a lot of people who lived in the area at the time, or still do, remember this place fondly, like that. So it's a shame that I missed this opportunity to just go there and see it, And it's hard to find pictures of this place. All I found is menus and matchbooks. If I could find an actual place, that'd be cool. That would be nice. I don't know. Somebody must have it in their attic, in a drawer, somewhere in their homes. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so that's it for this show. Right now, I'll do a recap of what I talk about. I talk about the Dynamints candy from Dentyne that was produced in the late 1970s and early 80s. It could have been earlier, like mid-70s. Also, I read off a menu from the Pie Pan Drive-In restaurant, not drive-through. Drive-through's a bank, or, it's like other like that. So, that was a lot of fun. Now I'm hungry. Okay, so this podcast will be published later on today, where podcasts are available: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, Breaker, Overcast. If you have those apps on your phone or your tablet, tap on them, tap follow, and you'll get the latest notifications and the latest episodes. You also have access to the previous episodes if you'd like to listen. Also to be shared on my blog, www.vanchicagoland.blog. You can click on the link. It'll take you right to Spotify, I believe, and you can listen to the latest episode and also previous episodes that I recorded. Also, it's on my YouTube channel. Again and again, people ask me, where do I find your podcast? Where do I find your podcast? You can find it on YouTube. Type in Van Chicagoland Stories or the podcast, either way, or Pico Stars. When you get to the channel, tap subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. You can listen to the latest episode. You will receive a notification. You can listen to previous podcast episodes if you'd like. Also, be sure to my social media accounts, Facebook, X, LinkedIn, Reddit, Blue Sky, Threads, Instagram, and TikTok. I don't think I left anything. No. I think that's it. Okay, so that was a fun show. I hope you enjoyed it. I will probably do another podcast episode New Year's Eve. So, one last thing. People always ask me, you always talk about the Marx Brothers on New Year's Eve. And I did that the year before and a year before that. I might talk about them again because it's so iconic that people used to watch these movies of those funny guys on New Year's Eve on Channel 9. And it was a tradition. I miss that tradition so much. So, but I have them on DVD. I can watch them anytime, anywhere. But that was wonderful. So if you were going out to a party and you left early, or you just come home and you start watching the movies until like 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning to do that. So we'll see what we talk about. I'll probably do a year in review of that show. So we'll see. If not, then I will do a year review next weekend. Either way, it's fine. Also, 2 more episodes I got left, and we celebrate the big 400. Wow, 400 episodes. Can't believe that. And I started about 2.5 years ago. No, 3.5 years ago. Pardon me. Still here. Some people, I know someone who did 1,000. That's a lot. Some have done more than that, or in between 400 and 1,000. So I will continue whatever I can. So because I enjoy it. I really do. It's because this topic of Van Chicagoland is somewhat unique and interesting, and people love it. As for the status of my old page for Van Chicagoland, nothing. I haven't heard anything. So I'm going to wait a while. Maybe after New Year. We'll see. I'll keep you posted. Okay, so this is Pete Costanis, your host for Vanishing Island Stories, the podcast. Thank you for joining me. It's a kind of a dreary Sunday. It's kind of bleh. So it's like, I hope the sun will come out. But it's warm. So hopefully I'll go for a walk. Take a little walk. It might help. Okay. So here's Bye Bye for Me, and here's a little traveling music by our favorite person in the whole wide world, Ray Rayner, saying bye, bye, bye. Take care, everyone, and so long, and have a good day.
We have to go. Bye, bye, bye.